Hey guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another video, this time on Varus AD carry. One of my favourite AD carries to actually look at, and his model is Varus, especially with this skin, the Archlight skin or whatever it's called. It looks pretty damn awesome. And now this is actually my first ranked game of the season with him, I believe. But I have actually played a fair amount of Varus in my time, and he is very good against certain champions, and he's very good against certain comps. He's very good against engaged comps because he basically can link everybody up and chain them together, and he also has a slow that can slow people down. He's pretty good, I find, against like a champion like Leona or Blitz or something like that is melee orientated and can stop them in their tracks basically with his ultimate. And combined with the Nami that Gals is playing this game, it's a very good combo, I find, Nami and Varus. Now, we was thinking of playing Graves Nami this game, but I feel Varus goes a lot better with Nami due to his range and being slightly more with that, you know, the three, I think it's from the E of Nami that you have the 3 auto attacks that slow people. It's pretty damn awesome. So this game you will see myself and Gals playing bot lane with against both being Diamond. I think one was actually Diamond 4 and the other one was Diamond 5. A Leona and Twitch, I believe it was. And we do pretty well, let's just say. You'll see throughout the video what we do. But this game, although we do very well, I will actually say we do very well in the lane phase. I think everybody. We actually do nearly throw it in a couple of situations that we give free kills away. Which, honestly, giving free kills away is never a good thing. Now, the Fiddle started E, and you could see how quickly the Jarvan managed to get that red buff done. And that is basically why the change of the mini buff things has come into that. Even the double golems, etc., is going to be changed to 205, because if you have a Fiddle support, you still manage to be able to do them on time. Anyway, there's a little trade going on already in lane. I take Q first, and you will see me maxing Q to try and secure the early lead, because I believe Q is a great spell on Varus for sniping people, because a lot of the time in bot lane, you find people get away on a sliver of health that you're like, oh, if only I had a bit more damage on the snipe spell, I might have been able to pick them up. So that's why I max Q. It's a personal preference, and I will say on Varus, more so than any other AD carry, you can max pretty much any spell and have success with it. You can max W if you want to go for more attack speed Varus. You can max E if you want to go for AoE pressure. Now we are going for the first blood right here. We're waiting for the barrier to go out. Now we both flashed for it, honestly, which wasn't good, and we are in communications. But none of us said anything. So we both go the flash, but I managed to pick it up as a Varus, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, it's rare to actually get first blood in bottom lane nowadays. It's normally top lane or mid lane that gets the first blood, but having it on us is a really, really good advantage. I have actually missed a couple CS because we're just talking about things that we want to do and plan out already. I find in bot lane, if you plan for the future, then you might do better than you expect. Now here's a point that it actually goes quite annoying, that we're thinking of killing the Leona. Right here, I get minion blocked. As you can see, there's 3 or 4 minions in a row. I went for the auto attack to finish her off and minion blocked. So, pretty damn annoying. Not much we can do about that. But Leona will have to base. She is already chugging potions. And if she bases while chugging potions, that's basically a waste of money. Now, I do warn Gals that this bush is warded. So, he does back off. And we do get a safe base going on. My first base of 4 minutes is going to just have under 1,000 gold, so I will be able to pick up my Vamp Scepter. Now, there are different ways to build Varus. Again, it's all down to personal preference or against what, different matchups. And I play a very, a dueling Varus. That's kind of what AD carry style I play anyway. I love dueling people. I like fighting people. I do like farming. Farming on an AD carry is obviously a thing you must do. But I find fighting on an AD carry a lot more fun. So I tend to go for builds that will allow me to do this. And a lot of them include Blade of the Ruined King on champions that it is viable for. Such as Vayne, Varus, Tristana, something like that. Something like Graves, Blade isn't a very good option because he's more of a spell casting AD than an actual auto attacker. So something like Bloodthirster is a lot better for Graves than it is Varus early on. Now the wave is relatively nearer our side than theirs, which is okay, I suppose. We could deny them the creeps, but as I said, I'm an AD carry that loves fighting people, and with Jarvan, I think is coming into the area fairly soon. I think he will do this sneaky trick that I normally do when I play Jarvan or Zac. He will move in and jump into the bush and then basically wait for a cooldown. So we're going to wait, and we both see Jarvan on the map, and Fiddle is around the area. I think he makes his way down. But Jarvan, as you can see, has moved into that little bush, so we're wanting to wait for his cooldowns, honestly, and we're doing a pretty good job of it so far. Gals does go in a bit early, I would say, but I think we still managed to do a fairly good job in this trade, so we're still trading, going for a skirmish. And here we go. Now there's a very good knock up onto the Fiddle, or the Twitch, sorry. Again, still going in for the fight. Leona does flash, but Jarvan goes after her, and then we are going to pick up this Zac. Now, I let Gals definitely know on comms that I want this kill because he has red buff, but there you see the second before I kill him, his red buff runs out, so I don't pick up a red buff, which is annoying, but still managing to pick up the kill is also pretty good. So that was a very, very, very good trade for us overall, with Jarvan picking up, I think he got 2 of the kills, and myself getting 1 of them. Even that is a very good trade for us. So none of us died, and 3 of them did. So right now, I've been involved in all 4 kills as the AD carry at 6 minutes, and I'm 202, so actually very strong right now. Trying to deny this Twitch as much farm as I can. Got again 1,000 gold in the bank, so I will probably end up basing any second and pick up maybe tier 1 boots as well as the cutlass for Blade of the Ruined King. And that's basically what I do. 600 gold from my Vamp Scepter as well as tier 1 boots. I also pick up a mana potion, and he's one of the very few champions that I occasionally, and I do say occasionally, buy a mana potion on, as he is a very, because I max Q, you want to use Q as much as you can really to get sniping opportunities in and a little bit of poke, and it does cost quite a lot of mana, so you generally want to make sure you have that mana. That's why you see some people building Tear of the Goddess on a Varus, because he is very mana heavy and you want to make sure you always have that mana available to get the kills. Now they are pushing this lane up, which I don't want them really to push into my side of the base. I want to be aggressive onto their tower, let the Jarvan come through lane and maybe try and kill him. We are looking on an opportunity again to kill the Twitch, so he's pretty low right now. Now I am expecting him to go basically in the path of his tower, so I do throw a Q out there just to see if he's around the area. I'd probably hear if he did get hit. But we don't really know where he is right now, but we still have basically a lot of pressure on them. And we have the lane in the middle of the lane, and I've just hit level 6. Now they are going quite aggressive on Gals, and he basically baited out the fight. I hit my ultimate, and we're going to try and finish the Twitch. I go for the flash, finish off the kill, and then try and pick up the kill on Leona, using the cutlass to slow her. Gals gets the W, or the heal, whatever that slows, and the damage. And yeah, I pick up a double kill for no deaths again. So being 402, involved still in every single kill of the game, I'm extremely fed right now. So this game right now looks like a stomp, and right now our bot lane, me and Gals, are playing extremely well. My CS is still one of the highest in the game, so I'm still doing okay in that point, but I actually have based more than I normally would, seeing that I've had a lot more gold, and I want to use that gold to press the advantage. But yeah, we're at a very good situation right now, and it looks like a stomp, but this does change somewhat throughout the game, because we do give stupid free kills away, and you'll see that eventually. So anyway, coming back into lane with nearly enough items for the Blade of the Ruined King. From this point, it's 1400 gold for it. Now that is a very stupid dive from a Xin, trying to dive onto the Malphite. Now if you notice, and if you watched the Zac jungle commentary, it is the same Kassadin playing Malphite this game. This game was literally right after, and we got matched with him again. And that's one thing I have to say about being in Diamond that is a good and a bad thing, that you get rated with the same people quite often, but some people you'd prefer not to get rated up with them again, and you do. So it has two-way streets, but it's always nice meeting the same people. Met a few friends, I suppose, had on my friends list from there. Now at that point, I should have actually let that hit, because right now we are so stronger than them, we could just kill them straight out, outright. There you can see my damage, and you can see how much my auto attacks are doing compared to the Twitches. So right now we'd probably want them to engage on us. Now the Jarvan is on a killing spree also, but with the tower is relatively low, so we're going to just pick up this tower, very early tower, before 10 minutes in solo queue, and this is very uncommon. But we are going to pick it up and trying to just win this game pretty damn easy. Maybe try and force the surrender at 20. Fiddle kills the Orianna in mid, so right now it is 9-0. So right now, yes, it is kind of a stomp so far. But don't be fooled, as I was saying, this does change a little bit. Now, recently, you may ask, what have I been playing in solo queue? Well, I have started a duo queue with Gals again. We're trying to get him Diamond. He is in Platinum 1, and his MMR is at the point that he isn't gaining a lot of points per game. Some people get this when they hit the Tier 1 of each division, or whatever way around that is, which is unfortunate, but he will, I think, get Diamond this season. It may just take a little bit of time. With myself, I'm hovering around 50 points in Diamond 4 right now, so hopefully I'll get Diamond 3 fairly soon. But yeah, the game's going pretty well so far. Now, I've been playing AD carry more so than I have normally, basically because I am duoing with Galzuk, and Gals plays jungle as his main role, but also support very, very well. And, you know, my main roles are mid and support, but I would probably say I am turning my... Well, I wouldn't say second role. I'll say I have a tied second role now. My mid is always going to be my main, as far as I know, in the near future. Now, I am actually 2v1ing quickly these people, doing as best as I can to kill both of them by myself. Nami does come in eventually, and yeah, I managed to basically kill them straight out 2v1. Gals goes aggressive for the Leona and managed to pick up that kill. Now, we see Orianna on the minimap coming for us, so we just decide to go left, but we have no vision of any enemies, so we just walk straight into a Zac, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, right now, I should have left. I should have been long gone. Goodbye, don't know who you are, Gals. I'll see you later. But I don't. Jarvan comes in to try and help, but I do go down. So double kill onto the Orianna, which isn't great, and I think eventually you'll actually see a triple kill onto her, so that will help her out significantly. Fiddle does a kind of very bad ult. There's not really hiding that. That was pretty damn bad. But then we see Malphite being the proactive player that he is when he was playing Kassadin. He moves in to help. Now, he does get the passive from pick up the kill, and then you're about to see... Kerblooey. Big Malphite ult coming down, and I think they actually do pick up the kill. So good save, very good save. We get a positive trade in that. We actually do manage to pick up 4 kills for 3 deaths, because we did kill both the AD carry and the support under tower, me and Nami, and then we did kill, they killed both the Zac and the Orianna. So overall, a positive trade, and I am actually going to go over and take the red buff. Very early red buff, I may ask, in the game. AD carry normally never gets the 12-minute red buff. This is the second red buff of the game, the one after, or the third one, the second one after. Yeah, you get the idea. It's the third one in the game. But yeah, basically, as I was saying, I've always been someone that could play every single role but have preferences, and my preferences have always been mid and jungle. But basically, my preference is actually changing somewhat in the fact that I love playing mid, and that will never change. If I can get mid, I'll play mid. But I'm actually playing a lot more AD carry, and I'm playing jungle as much as I used to. So I would say my main role is AD carry, but then my second role is kind of joint right now, being jungle and AD carry. Now, I wanted that blue buff, honestly, but Jarvan does smite it out. And excuse me, I'm having some hiccups here, which hopefully I'll go away. Now, Fiddle does a bit of a derp and he dies to Orianna, and that's kind of what I mean by the free kills we just give away every now and then. That was not needed. And again, we're going in for an engage here. Now, I do face check, which is a derp moment on my part. I do flash to try and get the kill, but it's all 5 of them, so I ping up to Malphite to, I think, take the second tower or push as much as he can. So as you can see, the game is starting to change a little bit. They're acting more as a group, we're acting as individuals, but hopefully we can turn this around. Now, the second item I will be going for will be the IE. But yeah, we just gave away too many free kills already. We went from a 9-0 situation to a 13-6, which is by all means a very good score still, but honestly, I don't like giving this many kills away. Now, I have no idea why the Malphite is pinging people from the position he is. It's not like he's close. He does have his ultimate up. Maybe he's warning that he wants to engage on them, but the Jarvan won't be able to stop them just by himself. And he doesn't want to engage too early because he'll just end up dying, and that wouldn't be very good. But yeah, I'm enjoying AD carry very, very much. Very much? That's not very good grammar. I'm enjoying it a lot, let's just say, right now. I've played 3 games of Vayne recently and won all 3. I've played some Graves, and I think I'm positive in wins with Graves. Not playing Ezreal, though. Ezreal is my bane, and I cannot win with that champion. I've done 6 ranked games with him, and I've lost all 6. And honestly, I haven't been even playing bad. My KDA is actually pretty good, and yeah, Well, it's actually not good anymore because I had actually a very poor game with him the other week. But yeah, I'm not playing Ezreal no more. No more. Not this season. I'm going to stick to other AD carries. Now, I do stop the Leona from basing. And we're about to see Fiddle Alt Derp number 2. So here we go, charging it up. And he fluffs it and that flash. So this Fiddle is unique in the way that he ults. Let's just say this. And we are going in for an engage. Which I think, yep, I pick up one, I pick up the tower, and then we pick up the Orianna. So it did work, I guess. But the Fiddle was very, very bad. Now I'm seeing if I could snipe the Leona. Now I don't know why the Malf is basing there. Very stupid of the Malf. And basically I'm in the mode of, I don't know who these people are, I leave you alone. And you die, as Donkey did in his recent Nautilus video. If you haven't seen that, I recommend it. It's pretty damn funny. But both of them managed to get away, and I am going to go base and pick up, I believe, a pickaxe. I am relatively close to a BF sword, so I maybe should have gone bot lane, picked up like 5 minions, and then I would have been able to get a BF sword. But no, I just pick up a pickaxe, which is okay. Just building the strength. Obviously, I'm way stronger than the Twitches right now, being 624 with 100 CS. Not the highest CS score ever in history, obviously, but it's enough right now. I'm about average, I'd say, in the game, but obviously way more kills ahead than most people. So, doing okay. I do get the slow onto the Xin. Now, we are trying to pick up the kill on him, but I don't think we managed to pick up anything. You know, I was trying to get my blade slow on him, but then Orianna comes in with her W. That speeds him away. Now, I am mid lane right now because bot lane is relatively near the enemy's territory, so I don't want to be overextended. And the mid wave is basically in the middle of lane, so just going to go over there and pick it up, basically just some free CS. I think we also moved down to start the dragon, trying to, again, push the advantage. Right now, we are still very far ahead of the enemy. Now, there is going to be a fight going on somewhat. Now, we could have just focused the dragon right now, but we're going to get absolutely... What's the word? We're going to get surrounded if we don't do anything right now. We don't have many allies in the area. Now, Leona is relatively close, and I do actually manage to pick her up with a snipe, which is okay. You know, that was an okay trade for me, but then the rest of my team are kind of dying, I suppose, is the word. Now, they are seeing to do anything, you know, again, I do my ultimate on them, and it basically stops them in their track. So, I think it's a 1-for-1 trade, and nobody got dragon. Now, they are probably going to look for a dive situation, but we see the Malf is coming down with his ultimate, so we're expecting the situation to become better. Now, there's the Nami ult coming out. Malphite is moved in situation, but then Malphite does a derp. He ults one person. The Twitch already died when he uses the ult. But basically, the Malphite should have used his ultimate going under the tower to stop them killing myself, and that would have actually saved my life. And we would have come out that trade without people dying. Or something like that. So I tell him, you know, go for the group. It's all well and good that he got the kill onto Twitch, but he got that kill anyway. The ultimate of Malphite did not kill the Twitch. He already killed him just as he ulted. So yeah, it's annoying, but I suppose there's not much you can do when you're playing live. Things are different than actually like in hindsight. So go back to base. I pick up the crit cloak. Basically because I believe in the fact that, you know, if you have money, gold wise, you may as well use it to any items that are building to the item that you're going for, and seeing that it's going to edge and I'm building that anyway, I may as well pick it up now. There's not really much difference. So I am going to go over. I think I might just do a little bit of damage to the dragon, maybe just throw a Q and E and then return onto the red. So only a Q and then return basically onto the red and finish up that. Having red buff on a Varus is pretty awesome, as it allows you to get your stacks from your W on a bit more. Now, I will go over a little bit of leveling orders, as I do say it is personal preference in what style you like to play Varus, and I play him as quite an aggressive laner, and that's why I opt for the Q, because if you play aggressive, people will try and escape you. If you're going for a kill, they may try and flash away, etc., and the Q will help me secure some kills that you've seen me able to get with that Q. Now, obviously, Twitch is against me, and I also know this champion very, very well, so I kind of know how to play against one in lane, and Nami goes with Varus very, very well. Now, the other options, leveling skill-wise for Varus, you could level your E first, which gives you slightly more AoE, I suppose, in that the slow, I think, increases more so than, you know, if you level it first, increases, so then you'll have more pressure in lane. If you've got a champion like Leona, it might be good because you could keep them more in place. I have seen people max W first, but honestly, I don't really like maxing W. The only way I would max W in any situation is you could max it second, no matter what you max. So if you max Q, you can max W second. If you max E, you can max W second. If you're going for pure attack speed, Varus. Now, obviously, I do go for the Blade of the Ruined King, which is an attack speed item first, but then I don't get an attack speed item for a fair bit, getting my IE second, and that's basically why I don't opt for going for the leveling the W. Because I won't get enough attack speed to actually make it, logical. Now we are pressuring the mid lane, but I have to be very, very careful versus this team comp, honestly. They have a Zac Orianna, which is an amazingly good engage, as well as a Leona ult that could land on top of me, and a Xin that could jump on my face. So I have to be very, very careful that I don't get caught, because right now I am most of my team's damage. Now we are trying to push the advantage, and this is why we've grouped. The Malphite is pressuring the Zac, trying to make it so that he can't do a surprise jump in ultimate type deal with an Orianna. As you can see, the ball of Orianna is on Zac. So they do go for an engage. Now we are trying to somewhat bait out the engage right now. Because, well, we're trying to lure them out under tower, like not under tower, and seeing if we can get a fight going. Which I don't think we actually managed to do. So we're just going to head and sweep up top lane to see if they, we can bait them out anywhere on the map. Now, right now, I do have enough gold to get a BF sword, but that does lead me only about, I don't know, just under 2,000 gold, maybe 1,800 gold or so away from getting, or it might be just above that, actually. It might be above 2,000 to get an eye edge where my damage would probably improve significantly. Here we're going for an engage. This is basically what we wanted to do. We bait out the fight. Now, I've fluffed my ult pretty badly, I will say. Fiddle does pick up 2 people with his ultimate, which is pretty good. Obviously, a Fiddle ult in the middle of a team fight is basically unbeatable, and the rest of my team clean. So this is basically just repositioning your team. If you don't see anything in mid lane happening, you go top lane, and it forces them basically to move, and that's when we caught them. We forced them moving up to top lane in a perfect situation for us. So very well played to my team. That was actually kind of like a pre-made move, what we just did there. Obviously, this being solo queue, though. So pretty well played by everybody there. That was a good move and a very good team effort to do that. Now, I am relatively close to get my IE, but I don't have enough gold. But I might even sell my Doran's Blade to pick it up, because obviously having Eye Edge over a Don's Blade is probably the best thing to do, because Eye Edge will improve my damage significantly, and I think I actually do that. So any second you may see me sell the Doran's Blade, or do I or don't I? I don't think I do. Okay, normally I probably would sell the Doran's Blade, but maybe I feel I don't actually need it right now. So right now my score being 7-3-5. Pretty good score so far. Very good ratio, I suppose. Being involved in, well, in the early stages of the game, as you saw, I was involved in pretty much every single kill within the first, I think it was 6 to 8 kills. Now we are looking for a Baron opportunity. I'm going to push up the mid wave so it keeps them occupied with something, and then we're going to head over to the Baron and see if we can do anything. See if we can pick up the Baron, because the Twitch is bottom lane after all. Now I am going to go over and pick up the ward, try and just clear that out. But the Baron has been aggroed, so I do get hit a little bit. Now you're about to see a very, very derpy Leona. Now I do guarantee this Leona is Diamond, and I actually think this Leona is Diamond 4 and the Twitch is Diamond 5. And you're about to see this. So the Leona, I have no idea what these people are doing. I throw my ultimate out, I hit the Leona basically to stop her in a place. I pick up one of the kills, and then she fully engages on me into the middle of the fight, and then she tries to flash out. So I pick up a double kill. So honestly, I have no idea what they were doing. Maybe they were going for a split engage, or I don't know. Now, right now, we don't need all of us going for this kill. I pick up the kill, so an unofficial triple kill, I suppose. And then they're going to try and pick up the Orianna. And you can see me trying to snipe it, but it's way out of range, so I just pick it up for the minion wave in the mid lane. But yeah, that was kind of odd, honestly. You don't see that happen a whole lot in Diamond. You do still see it, but not a whole lot. That they had a horrible engage then. They engaged at 2 at a time or 1 at a time. So yeah, it was a bit odd. But we're going to pick up the Baron for free. They have no pressure on it. Gals has actually opted for going mid lane. Now, one thing I actually forgot about mentioning. In lane, because we were doing very, very well, you can actually see Gals picks up a Doran's Blade as a support. Now, this technique has worked in solo queue many times before on champions that actually auto-attack a lot. So something like Lulu or Nami, something like that auto attacks quite a lot. Picking up a Doran's Blade, if you're very ahead, is actually a pretty smart thing to do, because you push the advantage. And people don't expect a support to do that much damage with auto attacks, but I think he's also maybe running attack damage reds, like I do when I run support a lot of the time. So yeah, pretty well played by us in bot lane so far. Now Fiddle does go in to save basically the tower. He is actually doing a very good fear into the Leona there, and I think they actually manage. Yep, he manages to get the kill on Leona, so not a totally useless ult. Now I pick up the home guard onto the boots and also a Zeal. Now they don't proc, so I move back into the tower and then head over to the red buff, which I think an enemy is trying to do right now, but Malf basically scouts it out and I tell him I'm on my way to pick it up. So got my home guards just in case. They were basically tunneling down mid, and that's why I wanted to pick them up, just to secure that they didn't make anything happen, and I got there in time if anything did happen. So anyway, we've got Baron. We don't need to farm anymore. We've got enough power to take this game. So I think we're going to just try and push down mid lane and try and make it happen. We are grouped up right now, and right now if Malf was in position, that would have been a very good opportunity to ult the Orianna, but unfortunately we weren't in position. Now the Orianna is actually a threat right now. She does quite a lot of damage. Now Xin moved into my E, which slowed him, and then I Q'd him, so it did significant damage. Not enough to actually fully burst him, but it did, pretty nice damage. The Malphite does tank that tower a little bit, and as you can see, the Malphite's way too tanky for anything to get past him right now, attack damage wise. Now there is an engage coming, and I see this, basically happening relatively soon. So I decide to back off. There's an Orianna ult, pretty well played, honestly. Fiddle is still alive, barely by his teeth. He goes down, but I pick up one of the kills. There's a fight little going on right now. I don't want to take the tower, but, here we go. And here's where we go, elite sniping skills, or something I do. Bam! It was pretty good. I think when I was streaming at the time, a lot of people mentioned, oh, that was pretty good. Throw out the E and flash at the same time. So anyway, guys, that was the Surrender Vault. This was Varus AD carry. Next video is coming soon, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment in the video below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.